gonna be an unoffensive.
Who's the best point guard in 2017?
Trae Young.
It's not close.
Man, ask me that on the air. I'm gonna
Here we
tell
go.
you why.
Here we go. Here we go.
I tell you why.
Because he's a Nike kid.
No.
Here we go.
Ain't that? No. When you hear it, you gonna say, you know what?
I'm not asking you. I mean, I just wanted to hear what you was gonna say.
Here we go. Sad.
Let's do a quick one.
And I can get y'all cuffs on the line too. I might have to do it over the phone.
Oh, we need to do that.
We need it. We
Yeah, do it.
where's he at? Where he based at?
In North Carolina.
We're gonna have to get to North Carolina
Cuffs
at some
11.
point.
Ready? Give me 30. Give me 10 seconds.
I got him Shamgar and I got him Shamgar to do one with y'all too. Kenny Anderson. He did Kenny Anderson and Shamgar.
Record.
You know, I'm always rolling.
Dude's got the Kenny HD.
Yes, sir. Once again. hey.
Sound like Jadakiss.
We in here with Dain Ervin, baby.
Part two.
Part two.
We can jump right in.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Pause. But
Hey, yo.
but yes, please get started.
Yeah.
How your boy Ho? You say, man, just go in, man. Just go in.
Yes, sir. No foreplay. Let's just jump right in. Here we
Go
go.
in, man.
Dain,
Yes, sir.
do teams in New York City, your area, your hood, your boroughs, you know what I'm saying? Do they run from each other out there like a lot of the teams do in the southern region in Texas?
Emphatically, yes. And I tell you why. And it's something that, for me, it is bothersome because, again, you're talking about I came up in the 90s, so I saw, you know, we had a thing which actually this would have been, let's even just go back to his era, you know, this would have been the 30th anniversary of Harlem Week. And again, Teddy's getting a lot of love, man. Teddy is going to be so happy.
Teddy Wheeler.
Listen,
Harlem
Week. Teddy going to be on my phone. He going Bro Days and Coney Island.
Bro Day.
But Harlem Week was when all the best teams, the best 8 teams in New York City, played each other. Now Harlem Week,
summertime?
In the summertime.
Harlem Week?
Harlem Week. It was sponsored by Daily News. It was held at Columbia. Now a lot of people don't know. You can talk Ivy Talk and Prestige and this, that, and the third about Columbia. Well, Columbia is in the heart of Harlem. It is across the street from probably the worst projects in New York City. However,
What project is that?
Morningside Project, right across the street. But what people don't understand and realize, Columbia police ain't having it.
You better not mess with them kids.
Neither is NYPD. So, listen,
They're good.
you better stay over here on Morningside. Now, if somebody from Columbia get caught Morningside, that's on you.
We don't need no accidents.
So, with that being said, everyone made the pilgrimage first week of August to Harlem Week. So now in Harlem Week, you talking, like I said, 30 years ago, you might have saw Riverside Church with Kenny Anderson, Gordon Winchester, Chuck Martin, that's assistant coach in Indiana. All those guys were on one team. You had the Gauchos with a Boo Harvey, Dave Edwards, that's a legend at A&M, a young Jamal Mashburn. You had
That's me.
Madison Square Boys and Girls Club, which God bless his soul, Dr. Selly used to just he would get the Marlon Lowe kids. He'd get the gritty, the greasy kids, and that would get after it. And he had some diamonds in that group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That went on to go places. So that was 3 teams. Then you would, whether it was Brooklyn USA, New Jersey Roadrunners, which was coming with Bobby Hurley, Danny Hurley, Jerry Walker, Luther Wright, and that was the it. So regardless where you went in July, you got back to New York for Harlem Week. You had about a week. You had about a week off, and then you knew Harlem Week. You had to come with it.
Was it live?
No, it wasn't live. But it was live.
And they just went in.
Hold on, it wasn't live, but it was live.
No doubt. That's
That's
the best live right there.
I have so many just different memories of Felipe
What?
Lopez taking on. I remember one time there's an Ivy League sign. If you ever go to Columbia, there's an Ivy League sign on a court at Columbia. I vividly remember Stephon Marbury pulling up a couple feet over half court, perfect form, splash. And Tom Kachowski said, yo, he just shot that from Coney Island. Like, you just came with it.
Who does Steph play with?
He played with the Gauchos. So
Is that the most prestigious program?
Man, that's one of the biggest arguments.
Okay. I mean, I'm in Chicago. I know about the guys.
That's the one that most people hear about and recognize.
No.
On a national
Outside
level.
of
Who
New
you gonna-
York?
Who else you gonna say? You gonna say not Jews, not
Riverside.
the Panthers, or
No.
Riverside? Riverside goes
Listen.
all the way back to the BCI days because
Yeah.
the first time I seen Riverside, I said this before. They had their character.
Come, dude.
Their character was in like
Let's go,
7th, 8th grade.
man. That's
It's
listen,
history. It's history.
Chris
Riverside.
Mullen, Kenny Anderson. Like these dudes was Kenny Smith was with Riverside. Mullen was with the Gauchos. Kenny Anderson played with both. Kenny Anderson with the Gauchos, and you know what I'm saying.
So Kenny was the first one to cross over. Like Ron Artest would have been feeling that thing.
Nah. You laughing? Talk to Red Archery about it.
Come on, Chips. Ain't that what y'all call it?
Yeah,
Chips.
Chips. Hold on.
Speak on it, Chips.
Nah.
We need to
Ask Red Archery how you felt about it. Red Archery was after KA.
Oh, really?
So listen to me. The pride factor. If you ran with the church, which was in Harlem, it's Riverside Church is right across the street from Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the upper west side, not up west side, Spanish Harlem, Washington Heights, but you're on the west side of Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gauchos is in the Bronx. That's in the South Bronx.
How far is that? Commute on the train.
You would take a bus because it'd take you cross town.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But New York ain't but so big. It's less than 5 miles.
No doubt.
But they got all the kids from the Bronx. They got Felipe. They got Mashburn is from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? He's from Colonial Projects, right next to the Polo Grounds. That's where Mash is from. So, and that's where Rucker Park is, and that's right across the water from Gaucho's Gym. But that's a hard. I wouldn't say. Believe it or not, it probably is Riverside.
No doubt.
But they've had scandals, and that may be a 30 for 30 that
New York Gauchos has scandals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, Mo, you're a big, documentary guy. That's definitely something.
Scandals.
If you got the resources to delve deep, or if my man Jonathan Hawk out there, who's a big 30 for 30 guy,
So
that would be.
what?
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
John Hawk?
Come on, man. I just told you.
That's crazy.
History is part of what I do, man.
That's crazy. Because John Hawk did the N1 mixtape series.
Bingo.
So I know
and
how
I met him
guys too.
We met at Alamo's funeral.
Really?
We met at
You were at
Alamo's
Al's funeral?
Yeah, I spoke at Alamo's funeral.
So you knew Black Widow?
Bring it. Hold on. Now, this is
That's
what.
my
Hold on.
dude.
This is. But hold on. This
Oh my
is.
God, man.
This is what I think. Again, some new parents have to understand about the basketball world. It's a small community.
Small. It's like
Whether you're on the
fraternity.
good side of doing dirt, whether you're on the side of doing well, it's a small knit community. So how you move is how you move.
No doubt.
I told you I went to Angelina. My roommate was Donald Griffin. Donald Griffin and Alamo was best of friends since they was in the Sandlot. Alamo was his best man in his wedding. So we did some things online. Shout out to social media. We put some stuff together for his mom, and I presented it at his funeral. And I met Hop at the funeral.
Okay.
So then, of course, I seen all the work that he did. I mean, he does phenomenal work. But a documentary on Riverside and the Gauchos,
Oh yeah.
on what it did for the city and how it came crashing down. Two biggest. Matter of fact, I'm willing to go on this limb.
What?
And someone can challenge this.
Speak on it.
Two of the biggest grassroots empires ever.
Ever?
Matter of fact, what Bernie said, take the foe off it. Ever, not forever.
You know, it's a long time when you take the foe off that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ever. No, literally. And I mean, anyone can test me on it, but they've been around a very, very long time.
Okay.
Very long
So
time.
coming back full circle, what happened to Harlem Week? What happened to it? Like,
I think the same thing here with the competitive nature. Like I've gotten over it, but like a couple years ago, and it was an EYBL.
When did it stop? When was the last year you remember?
Harlem Week stopped. Probably like late '90s.
Okay, so it's been
Late '90s, and they try to revive it. But it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Because one, it wasn't in Manhattan. It wasn't during Harlem Week, because Harlem Week was a big festivity on 125th.
So it's
people
more
go
than
out.
just basketball.
Yeah, but that was the nightcap.
Okay.
That was the nightcap. So you've seen the best of the best play during this entire week. You've seen the best from Jersey, seen the best from upstate. I mean, I'm seeing dudes like Mark Blunt that ended up being a journeyman in the league.
Blunt.
He came down and played.
Cincinnati too, right?
A Donald Foyle. I'm seeing.
Foyle.
You talking about the first? I don't know what you would call it now. They call it the bordering state rule, but flying guys up. Jerry Stackhouse was flown up by Riverside. I'm seeing this dude from Kingston, North Carolina, just flying. And I grew up under guys like Jamal Robinson, Charles Jones. I'm like, man, who's that dude?
Yeah.
Like, what? So, I mean, again, I think just the nature of competitive sports, like people were basing their relationships with brands and what they do off winning and losing, and didn't want to stand losing. For me, it came to a head 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when I'm at the third session of the EYBL. I'm sitting in Dallas, Texas, watching the Long Island Lightning and the New York Rens play.
You had to go all the way down there to watch these two local teams play.
They will not play each other in New York. Now, granted, there are platforms there because Pete Edwards and Gary Charles spoke about ISA. Mm-hmm. Y'all would love the atmosphere that it once was. Peter's doing a good job of trying to get it back to that because it is still in the same venue, and he's trying to just get people to come back and compete. But when I tell you, in the 90s, you wasn't a player if you didn't come through ISA. Matter of fact, you talking about from 90, 93, 94 to about 2000. My first peak was of LeBron at ISA. Mm-hmm. LeBron was in New York for the photo shoot for Slam Magazine that he did with Sebastian. Right. They had 2 games.
I still got that.
They said, now you talking about a showcase game.
This is the Slam guy.
I still got it.
Listen. You were Sports Illustrated. This dude is the Slam guy.
Shout out to Ben Osborne.
Listen, man. That game, and I guarantee you, Ben was probably there because LeBron went from there. He played 2 games. He played Friday night, played Saturday night. And the first night, they didn't think he was that good. He still had one of them, old head Jason Kidd triple doubles. Right. 12 points, 14 balls, 11 assists. But it didn't look sexy. It didn't look sexy.
It wasn't New York.
Until LeBron said, y'all think this is a game, huh? Somebody that told you wrong. And he tore it up Saturday. But again, ISA, everyone came through there. I'm talking about Kobe even came up there. He didn't play. He had 2 cousins that was from South Jamaica that actually transferred from August Martin and went down to school, Lower Marion. But Kobe was it. Tim Thomas, Al Harrington. I mean, you name it, they came through there. And that's where the city met. South Jamaica, not far from where 50 always talk about, Guy Brewer Boulevard. IS-8 was the spot. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it up and vanished.
Was it because, did Harlem Week and IS-8, did it stop because of the infiltration of the shoe teams?
No, because IS-8 at one time was sponsored by Adidas. And then it was sponsored by, and it's now currently sponsored by the #1 sport apparel company in the world. But that's part of my infomercial skill. We're not gonna go there.
We stamped that. Okay.
But no, because what it gave you was guys from Long Island, Connecticut. You talking about J.R. Smith and Jimmy Salmons and those guys was coming from Jersey. With Wayne Ellington coming all the way to South Jamaica to compete because that's where it was at. And the fact that teams won't do that now for the betterment of the game is sad.
What? Why won't they?
Who knows? So again,
they don't want to lose it.
That was 2 years ago. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago. I'm sitting at Dino's playing game, and boom, 2 teams playing each other that should be playing each other in New York all the time.
Not expressions in the Rens.
No, New Heights and in the Rens. And I'm saying to myself, like, why is this game not taking place at ISA?
Right.
And not because of the platform that it's on, but for the sake of the kids to be sharp when they get on a national scene, because that is one thing that ISA did. It gave you the platform to sharpen your sword before you went out
and play everybody else.
Exactly. So you talking about, and I was a shorty, matter of fact, I was on the bench. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I'm on a team with Shaheem Holloway and Shamgar Wells at the time, which everyone knows him as God Shamgar, in the backcourt together, going against Stephon Marbury. And he's pulling shots from half court just like they layups. And
will there ever be a Harlem Week again?
Man, listen, if I had the resources,
you need to get a Houston Week.
No
listen,
doubt.
Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all have a Houston Week.
Speak on it.
Houston Appreciation Week when Drake came down here. Wait a minute.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah. That's technically a Houston Week.
That is.
So my question is, why is it difficult to use a platform like TSU in supporting Coach Davis and his program? Because we know some HBCUs are lacking in resources. Bring that platform to his stage and get the best 8. And we're not even asking for a lot.
Because let Pew answer that question. Why that won't happen, Pew?
I wish I had the answer. I really don't. I mean, why it won't happen? I mean, guys don't want to play. I don't know.
Is it the kids that don't want to play?
The kids want to play. I think majority of the kids want to play. It's definitely adults gonna advise them to stay away from it.
And it's unfortunate because you're only going to get better. Because again, who gets better by not being humbled?
They don't believe in humble pie. Yeah, they don't.
And don't get me wrong, because I see both sides of the argument. Because I hear people now say, "Well, you don't say none of this program and that program, and they don't play." I get that. I get that side of the argument too. You don't get nothing running away from it either.
Nothing.
You know, I think the closest thing the city gets to it is Jimmy's icebreaker. Mm-hmm. But I think feelings get hurt when that happens, and people just stay away from it. Mm-hmm. But I think instead of people embracing it and saying, you know what, we're going to have 2 events. We're going to have one, okay, you got me in the spring. I'm going to see you at Hall Week. I'm going to catch you at the end of the summer. Mm-hmm. And let's see how this plays out when I see you again.
We're going to catch you in July this year. Because as I said before, we're going to try to one pass away is going to put an event together this year. Going to sponsor an event where you have the top 16 teams from around the Houston, Dallas, and the San Antonio area.
You might as well just say the whole state then.
There it is.
Because you know my theory, and I don't know how y'all feel about this.
What I'm saying is this though. You don't have to come if you don't want to. We expect to do it in a live, but you're gonna get 3 to 4 games in a 2-day period. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's like a straight bracket play. You win, you go to the right. You lose, you go to the left.
Indeed.
Okay. And if you don't come,
it's okay.
We already know one team from Houston that's probably not going to come anyway because they're going to have their own event at that time because they always do. But it's okay. So we're going to always exclude them. But if you want this fire and you want to be in and be able to show how good you are against the other person that everybody else is talking about, that's what everybody wants anyway.
Give them what they want.
Give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and make your point. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
No. You didn't cut me off. It's just that I don't know how you guys feel, but I stand firm by this when you're talking the state. Like, we know Houston and Dallas, they're going to get the initial limelight for kids. Mm-hmm. But as I tell many coaches I talk to me, the quality of a recruit, the less of a hassle, Central Texas is winning.
Yes.
Less of a hassle?
From Killeen to San Antonio.
Yes.
They winning.
Yes, it's a gold mine out there.
It's there. We know.
I've got quite a few of them.
We know it's going to be in Dallas when they're freshmen out.
It's a gold mine.
We know. But you can't go to that area with freshmen and sophomores to see what it is. And I think that's probably...
Say that again.
You hear about a kid in Dallas and Houston when they freshmen and sophomores. But at you at college school, I'm not going to get him as a freshman and sophomore.
Absolutely.
At the same time, that hurts that same area because in the kid, if I hear another director tell me about how many offers a kid got, I'm gonna shoot somebody, and I'm legal to carry in Texas. Like I'm gonna take that shot because I don't want to hear about no freshman and sophomore. I want to hear about the senior. I want to hear about the junior that's ready to go.
Most of the time, the dudes in Central Tech, they have a lot of quality guys. A lot of times, they are enhanced if you put them on a team in this city because a lot of times they don't have enough.
Central Texas
they don't
guys
have a whole lot out there. You know what I mean?
They lack the skill that the larger city has. They don't have the skill set, but they make up for it in their competitive nature.
And they may not have it early, but I give you one, Pew, because I know you're the pro guy. You're the pro rep. You're the pro professional.
Hey, that's all I'm looking for.
I want you to look at, and I'm doing it myself. We're gonna get together on this, but Brian Skinner,
absolutely,
Jeff Foster, Clarkson is still early. But check all the guys that were pros from Central Texas and see how long.
Clarkson, San Antonio.
What? Central Texas.
What was it? Torian Prince.
Well, he's really young too, though.
Andre Robertson.
Corey Jefferson.
No, Roberson is. You can put him on there.
Corey
Jefferson, but they all young guys.
Curtis Gerals.
You're giving me young guys.
I'm just saying.
No, but you're giving me more pros.
I'm just saying.
But this is what I want him to do.
Yeah.
I want you to look at comparable to the other cities. In that class,
San Antonio,
did they last longer?
Yes.
Because I'm willing to bet Brian Skinner was a pro longer than anybody from Dallas or his peers.
Shout out to Baylor. Because Baylor's a school that picked up most of those kids. From
Same thing with Jeff Foster. Go look and see who came out of Dallas and Houston that year. I guarantee you Jeff lasted longer. So what's also starting to be seen is that if you get a Central Texas prospect that has a chance to be a professional, there's a great chance they're going to mess around and last longer than the kid that come out of Houston or Dallas.
And I've been paying attention to it for a while because I actually went to school in San Antonio. So I saw Jordan Clarkson, Andre Roberson in high school. They were high school teammates at Wagner High School. Had friends from the Belton Temple area, so hearing that, seeing guys like Ramon Taylor, who was a freak of nature at Texas, but came out and hoop and destroyed everybody on the court just with his athleticism. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of paid attention to it for a while.
Kenny Thomas. We almost got to lump him in the Central because ain't nobody going out to El Paso. No disrespect.
At first, Mid-Major was getting those kids.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was a pro for a long time.
Yeah,
for a long time.
And the kid that's at Oklahoma now, Rashad Odoms. That's another one that flew under the radar until his senior year. Him and Jordan Murphy both. And I don't know where Jordan Murphy ended up.
They just don't have the volume of players around them to make the team. So it's always good to lump. If they can find the right fit in the right city outside there, then they good money.
But do you think it's not just the basketball aspect? Is it more the media outlets? And
they don't have that. They don't have none of that.
But it's the spur effect.
It's coming around.
It's the spur
No,
effect.
it's not. In Temple, Killeen, they don't really have no media out there, and ain't nobody going out there to cover it. It's the syntax.
It's if they go to one of the Dallas teams.
If they go to Dallas, if they come to Houston, that's what folks.
I'm gonna give you credit if you don't bring Isaiah, because I saw Isaiah JC first with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Under Armour had that event at Legends, you don't bring him out. Who sees him?
Who sees CJ Bobbitt? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew about these
Who
kids.
sees Marco Anthony that just committed to Virginia?
No,
like if he's not
Marco
with,
Anthony.
and he's not with
Tayshaun Thomas.
Tayshaun.
So if those guys are not
Jared Allen.
put,
I do it all the time.
I
like-
There he go.
I go there.
I do this all the time.
I go there.
And I
Speak for the people.
I know
I respect that. I go there. You know, I know.
I do this.
I have a pass.
Right, indeed.
Let's pay these bills right quick.
What you got?
Shout out to John Lucas Enterprises, Camp Right Way, 7th and 8th graders, August 27th, 28th in Chicago, Illinois. John Lucas Top 160, September 3rd through 4th, or 9th through 12th grade girls. Here in Houston, Texas, contact K. Joseph for that if you need to communicate on that, or go to johnlucasenterprises.com. Last one will be the last run, September 24th through the 25th at Legends Sports Complex here in Houston, Texas. Log on to John Lucas Enterprises, get that information. He is a McDonald's All-American voter. He runs NBA Top 100. Boo Williams is a close friend of his. They bring the boys and girls down all the time. Dain Ervin is around evaluating. He's a BI reports. Hey, JohnLucasEnterprises.com.
Are the bills paid?
The bills are paid.
Question: when is the 40-40? That's all I want.
You know what? I heard this not gonna be
Like
on
that's
the show.
like women. Like that's what I'm looking for. Because I'm anxious to see some of these matchups, and I know it's a couple kids that need they shot.
Listen. We talking about platforms.
Need they shot to go up against these featured guys.
In my conversation with Luke, he's not doing boys this year. He's only doing girls.
No. The boys have been running for too long. They won't show up. Boys. Boys. You hear
I
that?
liked it last year.
Boys.
I did like it last year.
Boys have been running for a long time. They won't show up.
Last year.
So no 40-40.
Last year was decent. Last year, Andrew
Was
Jones.
Trae Young here last year?
No, it was
2 years ago.
We go matched up against JJ Cole.
But
Impressive.
but
Did you ask something about?
Yeah, you had the question
about Trae Young?
about best player.
I mean, I was curious who was the best guard in the 2017 class.
Guard or point guard?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go point guard.
okay, listen.
And I haven't seen them all, but I know you've seen majority of the kids on several circuits.
This is me, the new guy on the scene.
The new guy.
This is going to every circuit. This is going to see everyone in its fairness. So people got to understand this. I watched Trey Duval all high school year long.
He's from New York.
Trey Duval is not from New
Delaware.
York. His daddy's from New York. He's from Delaware.
Okay, so
Be clear.
It's okay for him to be not. Okay, I got you.
Be clear.
Come back on you now.
Right. No, but I'm glad you said that because I am from New York. So if there was a bias, I would be towards that. So hear me out.
Okay.
I watched them all year during the high school season. I got a good chunk. They had arguably the most talent on any high school team in the country. He was the one leading the show for that team.
Here it comes.
Underachieved vastly.
You talking about his high school team?
Yes, sir.
A
API.
Yeah.
It's not taboo, right?
With Terrence Ferguson overseas now.
Right.
Straight to Australia.
And you know what? Shout out to Mark Vital because I just saw he got
cleared.
So everyone with the stigma.
Hey.
Again, I ain't got no ties. So
Roll call.
This is to show you. Look, this is to show you. I'm being honest about it. So shout out to him for getting cleared and everything. But watched him all year.
That was crazy.
Was underwhelmed when I saw him. Right?
Mark
so
Vital?
now,
Trey Duval.
So now we get to the EYBL. And we all know what the EYBL is. It's the platform of all platforms. In this particular case, in this particular year, 71 of the top 100 players were on the EYBL circuit.
That's mean, bro.
So,
I did not know that. Say that again.
So understand, 71.
Hey, you're going to have to stop dropping these plugs.
Nah, well, you know what?
Not continue.
That's not a plug.
The people need to hear this. Drop the plug.
If Rossi Karam is out there, Rossi is putting his, for the next 2 minutes, he's going to put the podcast on mute.
Put your earmuffs on, Rossi.
Right.
Put your earmuffs on.
He's going to think this is an infomercial, and it's not. These are just facts.
These are just facts.
These are just facts. So 71 of the top 100 players
That's mean.
in the country was on this platform. With that being said, not just Trae Young, because Trae Young had 2 epic battles with Quade Green from Philadelphia, who played with PSA. And, you know, Quade drew first blood. They got the victory in Indianapolis. And but Trae Young got the last laugh with a astounding victory at the Peace Jam Championship. To say that those 2 gentlemen together only lost 5 games. 5 combined. For what they went through, we always measure up who you play against.
Absolutely.
It's hard for anyone to tell me that there are 2 better point guards other than, and he didn't have, from a team aspect, great record, but his performance is worthy, and that's Colin Sexton. So it's hard for anyone to tell me for what Trae Young, Colin Sexton, and Quade Green did through the course of a 4-week EYBL session in the Peace Jam and USA Basketball that they're better point guards than those guys.
Did you see Trae Young play in high school?
I did.
How was it when you saw him play?
It's funny that you should say that.
You saw him in Dallas?
I saw him in Wichita Falls, and guess who they played?
Who they play?
API.
There it is. Okay, let's talk about that then.
And in that API game, so if anybody been to Wichita Falls, they don't play full games.
Halves.
They only play halves. And actually they play 2 10-minute halves. So they don't, because the Texas rule, shout out to the wicked URL and their rules and regulations, they're not allowed to play full games in the preseason. So they have to, marginalize it, so to speak, but you still have to make somewhat of a game of it.
Right.
With that being said, Trae Young is playing with the neighborhood kids at Norman North.
His high school team.
High school team. And salute to, just like Fox. Like, that's something that De'Aaron Fox don't get a lot of credit for.
Don't get enough
that
credit
he stayed
for it.
home,
stayed true
to his school in Cyprus, and he competed with his classmates.
No doubt.
and destroyed
And got busy.
Got super busy.
You feel what I'm saying? He carried them as far
and
as he
motivated others to get better. You had no choice but
it's safe to say though, Trae Young's team ain't nowhere near as good as De'Aaron Fox's team.
De'Aaron Fox might have been, you probably can anoint him as the last Don, probably of the city, because he earned a rep around here and had people talking about him and ready to go see him. And he had a chance to go leave this city. Did not leave this city. Stayed here and got it in every night like it was somebody's first time watching him.
Yes, absolutely. And he, you know what? That's a great point. You rarely went to a game and he did not perform.
Oh, he delivers.
You didn't walk away saying like
he was
what?
tonight.
Right, exactly.
You just had to
he
wait
did
for
something
it.
every time you watched him play. He was like, damn.
He better not stop.
He better not do that again.
Do not say a word.
Right, like
He about to really go in.
Yeah,
But
seen that.
But going back to that matchup, and it was several college coaches there, and it was the stacked API team. They won by 2 with Trae Young shooting.
A potential game winner.
Yes, from half court.
Shot it.
Chef Curry.
They played 20 minutes. The kid had 27 points.
Shout out to my man Andre Owens. He's been
Wait.
speaking
I
on
don't
Trae
think I
Young
heard
for a
it. They
minute.
played 20 minutes,
He's been telling me about
and
that kid
he
for
had
2.5 years.
7 points.
Trae Young?
Yes.
20 minutes.
I believe it.
So is it fair? Tell me the best platform to compare the guys on. Is it best to compare them against in their high school environment or in their summer environment? Which one helps you to figure out what type of player?
Is that a real question?
I mean, I'm saying
it's tricky though.
That's why I asked him if he saw Trey in high school, because at first he didn't say he saw Trey in high school. He went straight immediately to his summer team.
Well, but I went to I did go to this particular year's best platform in the country. So why not go to that best point of reference? That's no different than like last year. People said that Adidas was the best platform. If you made a reference from a kid off that, then it's hard to argue that, because you're saying, well, in high school, you got excuses. They didn't play this, they didn't play that. Well, but when you go to a platform where all the best players are, what can you say?
With a shot clock?
You're right.
Right.
You're right. But what I'm saying, the reason why I say that, because it's, from my understanding, Trayvon Duval did not have a good time at API. He didn't like it. That's what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that a couple of times. So therefore, it could be a different vibe when you go out and play.
I love you know from one line I got from you though?
What was that?
I'm going to take it to my grave. It's not his fault.
It's his problem.
It's his problem.
Yeah, I know, right?
So it's not his fault he didn't have a good time, but that's his problem. That ain't none of our problem. So I mean, what you want us to do? Like you got to shoot in Ferguson, you got to bully in Mark Vital, you got a big fella in Brooks, you got the multi-dimensional future, NBA player in Billy Preston, and it's like, what more do you need? And don't tell me, oh man, they got a bad coach. Ray can't coach. Like, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. It don't. Because it's been plenty of great players that had horrible coaches that said, man, listen, man, scrap that, give me the ball right here and move. How many Larry Bird stories you heard about that?
That's what Duval does on his summer team now, on his We Are One team. I mean, what is it?
We Are One?
We Are One.
Now he does that on this team. Move out the way, give me this thing, let me go to work.
Right.
So when he looks a lot better on this team right here than he did at API.
And it's less talent on this team.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's less talent on this team. So it's like, you can't say, you didn't see him.
You saying he can't play with other superstars?
I don't know, but that's what it looked like for the high school season.
Okay.
I can only go by what my eyes saw.
Yeah,
so, I mean, and me being honest, like,
don't go according to what you hear. Only go according to what you
man, there's two things that ain't never lied to me, man. It's my left eye and my right eye. Ain't never lied to me. I know what I saw. Listen, man, ain't no cataracts. Ain't no dingy eyeballs, nothing, man.
We get ready to take it on home there. Got a couple more questions for you real quick.
All right.
You talked about Kenny Anderson being the first one to defect from one team to another. Who can you sit back and say you saw give Kenny the business? Chibs.
It's two people on this planet. Shout out to the big home. It's only two people on this planet that could remotely have that badge of honor. Arnold Bernard.
Speak on him. Who is he?
Arnold Bernard was actually the Globetrotters for years. Ball handling whiz. He's from New York. He went to Al Xavier Lutheran in the Bronx.
Of course he's from New York.
Speed. No, he was. He was a speed
I
man. And that's kind of, that has a, believe it or not, disclaimer. Because how many upperclassmen you ever heard brag about skating on the underclassmen? Because that's what that setting was.
Okay, so Chibs, that's your argument. Because we're gonna catch up with you one day, hopefully they ain't gonna connect us, and we try.
You know what I'm saying? Like Arnold had a good game on him, but he was upperclassman, so it's like he got him.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Bingo. But Kenny was so superhuman. It's like it was a surprise to a lot of people, even though to us you'd be like, well, he's supposed to do that. Kenny was a sophomore, I want to say at the time, I believe, and Arnold was a junior, senior. So that was that, and then Kurt Smith.
Kurt Smith, DC. Kurt Smith
from DC.
I know about Kurt Smith.
I went against Kurt Smith.
I heard about Kurt Smith.
This is a little. I'm a little defensive. So you gotta understand.
Smith is a legend.
Y'all gotta understand something. Like Kenny Anderson was a superhero to me, man. You know what I'm saying? This was my superhero, and the fact that I could see him, knew his mom, knew his brother, like it's personal for me. You know what I'm saying with him. But these are the facts. Kenny got hurt, courtesy of Adrian Autry. At the wheelchair, he low bridged him. He fell, he sprained his ankle. This is a week before the McDonald American game. Go do the homework. Jeff Webster will confirm this. 89, Kenny didn't play. So in the 89 McDonald American game, Kenny Anderson did not play. Week later, comes back. He plays in the Capital Classic, which just so happens to be his first game back.
That was Jordan back then.
At the time, exactly. And he runs into Kurt Smith. Now,
Okay. Okay. So he coming back on Kurt Smith from a recovering ankle injury.
I don't need the eye roll though, Lo. I really didn't need the eye roll.
Cheers.
I didn't need the eye roll. I didn't need the eye roll.
Okay, go ahead.
But he comes back, and in the final line, Kurt had 19, Kenny had 13. So again, but this is play of the year of everything. Over Shaq, over many great players in that class. So the fact that Kurt had 19, he had 13, he had that to this day. Like there's not a corner, there's not a barbershop you can't go into in DC, Greenbelt, you name it, DMV area, that if you mention Kenny Anderson, Kurt Smith's name is coming up less than 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
But the facts of the matter.
I think that was 1990.
Right. Is it 90? No.
89.
89.
89.
Because 90 was at Georgia Tech. So you talking about the spring of
89.
spring of 89.
Shaq finished in 90.
Shaq finished in 89.
89? No, you sang with me.
They in the same class as Kenny, I'm telling you. Unless you got left back, you trying to tell us something you don't know. Low.
Get my money.
Because look, Red was 90.
But go ahead, okay.
Red and Mashburn was 90. Okay. That was that class. And then that's a sad travesty that Mashburn wasn't made that All-American, but a lot of people don't know that. But no, so with all that being said, like
That was a 2.
people don't understand. Kenny Anderson is a god. Like seriously, he's a
hero.
He's a god, and like people try to diminish
He
it now.
probably dunked the ball how many
and
times? 3.
I seen him once, one time.
That's crazy.
It just wasn't him. But he had this one thing.
Superhero.
That if y'all in the studio,
that dunked once.
one of y'all stand up. Kenny had this down pat. No, seriously. At Shaq, at Zoe, he had this down pat that he would come close.
Yeah.
He would come down, hit you in the chest, and wrap it around you and lay it in with either hand. Either hand.
That's the New York kid right here.
Listen.
New York be like, jumped over 5 people.
No.
Came
It was a
down and did a
layup.
breakdown.
No,
I
it
saw
was a
that,
layup.
son. I saw that.
I'm gonna find the footage. I'm talking about on a layup. He would get in the lane, he would make contact, and he didn't try to go over you.
Yeah.
He just went around you. And I mean, he was heavy left, but again, people just don't understand.
Heavy left. I'm a lefty, man.
Listen, man, heavy lefties, man. The footprint he left on the city and what he did was like no other. Like if you see any guard from the 90s, 2000s that wore number 12, it was paying homage to him. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did.
Kind of like 25 in Chicago. Ben.
Right, exactly. So you talking about, this is something that people don't know. There still hasn't been another college freshman point guard that has come into college that averaged 20 points and 8 assists as a freshman.
Ooh, that won't. I mean, well,
Think about that. Think about all the guys that have been one and done.
I bet.
D-Rose.
I'll text Fox right now.
Hey, if he can eclipse that, he a bad man. Because we all know how hard it is to get 8 assists in college.
Absolutely.
And that's in the ACC.
Oh, that was a junior NBA at the time. You know that.
That was the ACC.
As a freshman,
And thank you, as a freshman.
That's
You know, so-
super.
Was he one of them kids? You said y'all you grew up together. Was he one of them kids that was always nice?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
some
always
kids-
in the gym though. You know, he'll tell you like he got to school 6:30, 7 in the morning. He didn't leave school to 7 at night
Just
Every day.
hooping.
every day. And then he was in Lost Battalion Hall with Vince. Yo, let me tell you how crazy Vince was. Because to be a genius, you got to be somewhat crazy. Lost Battalion Hall got 3 courts on each side, so that's 6, and then 2 in the middle. And it's just like if y'all saw the chaos how dudes used to hoop without running into each other, like it was crazy. Yo, Vince would come in with Kenny or his brother, Jim Pack. He would take the main court and tell everybody to move. It would work out right there. True story. Like it was like to see it was like again. So now as a kid, because you in there with everybody else, I just seen him run. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen all these people, and then for Vince, he was superhuman in himself to come in. Yo, my man. Yo, we working out here. Yo, move.
Yeah.
Like no violence, no cursing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, excuse me.
Kind of like your hood pass. Oh, that's just Kenny. Okay.
Yo, that's just Vince,
Let's
and you
move
know
over.
what it was.
Vince, let's move over.
And then they got it in, and then like, dude, he would have dudes watch him work out. Like people don't understand recruitment was so different then. It was crazy. Like when you got people showing up to a park to watch you hoop. Like think about that for a second. Think about that court that's outside of Toyota Center. And that's a dope spot for the record.
That is.
That's a dope spot.
Yes.
But we'll talk about that later.
We talked about that. Like that place should be packed. Everybody should be
when you have
Hall Week.
No, when you have Houston Appreciation Week. The game should be right there. But that's another conversation. Anyway, but can you imagine being out there with your son, and then all of a sudden, like Shaka Smart just sit on the bench and just watch you work out with your son? Can you think about that? Can you think about like a Bill Self, or he's over there with his staff?
Kelvin Simpson.
Kelvin
right here in the city. I'm going to drop the plug right here back in the city.
Yeah, Kelvin, he over there with Talbot, and they just sitting there just watching you work out your son. And then they start hooping with some other kids, he's still watching. And when you leave, they leave. Like, that's how it was with this dude.
That's crazy. Take us on home.
Man, look
we'll be on this thing for 5 hours.
Oh, man. I'm looking forward to y'all having me back. Like I said, I want to come back the pre-college season to talk about that other topic. And
we're going to get it in.
I'm always here, man.
Do you have a favorite player in the city?
Do I have a favorite player in the city?
We just try to wrap it up, and here go Pew.
I don't have a. That's a good question. I do.
You got to show love to the city.
I do. You know what? And this goes along with the tweet talk that I don't know if I had the tweet talk with you about. With the college coaches, and like it would just go further. Like a coach right now retweeting what a senior says really don't matter. No, I wouldn't say thirsty, but it don't matter because his mind is made up. He don't care. I think it goes further when a Kelvin retweets what a Severe Wheeler says, or he retweets what a younger guy says, because for them that's going to catch their attention. Yo, they watching me. Me retweeting with a senior that's self-absorbed and he already know where he want to go and he likes it. That don't matter. That ain't going to go nowhere. Like, it's going to go further if my boy Conzo Martin retweets what Remy Minor says. That's going to perk him up and do something to his soul and to his energy as a player. That anything that when he a senior, somebody trying to retweet with his hand because we really want.
Well, I know we getting ready to wrap. But who your favorite player?
Remy Minor. That's my favorite player. Dead serious. Every time I go see that kid play, he plays like it's his last. Listen to me. He plays like it's his last game. Like he plays like someone that he needs it, Lo. He's not going to eat if I don't win this game. Win or lose. Win or lose too, mind you. We ain't talking about, because I've been to some games where they getting slapped and he's still going hard.
Grinding.
I guarantee you that kid is going somewhere. It's still early. He's a rising junior. That kid is going somewhere just off that alone.
I respect him because I remember about a month ago he sent the Twitter shout out trying to get at Kendrick Davis. I wasn't mad, but it is what it is.
He was one of the kids when you talked 40-40 with Lucas. He was one of the few kids last year trying to go at Andrew Jones. Picking him up full court, turning him like
he competes,
diving like the kid competes. So for me,
he recognizes that he's 5'7".
He got them,
and I got to do everything.
He got them point guard laws tattooed on his chest because he gets it, man.
Once again, that's a shout out to Coach Buff.
Hey man,
you have to relist your point guard laws. You got to pin it at the top. Pin it at the top of your page. I might shoot that out to you tonight and tell you to do that. But we appreciate y'all tuning in to the Summer Podcast. Check us out on online at thesummerpodcast.com, on Twitter at thesummerpod. Feel free to shoot us some information. Communicate any way you can. Some mentions. We want to thank Dain Ervin for showing up and showing out. He not only showed up, but he showed out.
I'm just here to tell the truth, man.
Ain't no reason to show up if you ain't gonna show out. That's just what it is. That's who we are around here. If you can't show out when you come here, we don't need you to be here.
I just want to say thank you for taking my basketball IQ.
It's not a problem, fellas. I'm glad you have it.
There's not too many people I can talk to these days that I feel like that after having a conversation. So I want to take this time to tell you thank you.
I appreciate that.
I actually enjoyed the dialogue.
But more people, it's never too late to become a student. It's never too late.
That's real.
It's never it's a lot of guys around the country, like they study the game and those that came before them and learn the pitfalls that they have, so I don't make the same mistake. Mm-hmm. But when you feel that you've learned it all and there's nothing you can learn, then you might as well get out because you're not going to get anything from your experience. So, as long as more people are more students, it's all love, man.
Shout out to Remy Minor.
And there it is. Hey, the summer. #, the summer. Get at us.
Peace.
Dang, that was two good ones.
This dude said
Remy Minor, bro.
Did I stutter?
Damn, I was not
I meant
expecting that one.
And I said it twice. Dude, every
His
time.
mom is gonna love that. You just picked up a new subscriber.
Nah, man. Because I always rap with him, and I told him, because when I seen him at the gas, so I'm like, the kid, and he can shoot. Like, that's a great, and you know who he really reminded me of, which people missed this year?
What's that?
Javon Levi. I told everybody, I said, listen, man, y'all need
He's
to
too
go
small. That's what these coaches keep saying. He's too small. You're stupid, bro.
Alright.
You're stupid if you say that kid is too small.
Dude, I watched him at that Whataburger event in December.
He destroyed everybody.
Listen, man.
I'm
This dude.
doing Whataburger this
Listen,
year.
huh?
I never did the Whataburger event.
It was alright. I'm going back. Listen to me. This dude was picking up Armani Brooks that's going to U of H, sending them to, like, literally almost like point where he was sending them there, cutting them off, taking the ball, and going the other way every time.
Let me tell you what he did to
Every time. Darius
McNair. Were you here?
I heard he cooked him.
Bro, if Chris Walker called him over to this Walker, that nigga was right here, man. Let this nigga tell you, I'm gonna listen to it. The whole time.
No, the crazy part, you know, his pops is a coach.
Listening. Okay.
His pops is a coach. And he comes from, like, dude, his pops got an old school phone, phone gonna ring 17 times, but he answered. Like, he upstairs, like, he downstairs and the phone upstairs, and he answered like that. True story.
Yo.
Great kid, though, man. Great kid. I told her, I said, to me, man, pound for pound, hey, man, in that 17 class, point guards,
Yeah, that dude Levi.
somebody have to show me one. Somebody have to show me one.
Because he's
better.
a winner.
Yes.
He's a
and
winner.
then, of course, the geniuses at the hoops gonna call me
And
going into the fourth session of the EYBL.
That's
And how good is a Javon Levi kid? I said, man, I told y'all about that kid in goddamn January.
And see, that's why I'm surprised, like a kid like RGV, Lou Hill, like, why you ain't came and snatched that? Everybody around here sleeping on
No,
it.
the crazy part, I'm talking to North Texas. They said what you said. Man, Coach think he too little. I said,
His coach is dumb as hell,
see, this is
bro.
what's gonna kill him. When a school that strikes out on Trey Young, Quade, Isaiah Washington, all those guys,
'Cause you're not
and
getting
they
him.
hear about him, oh, they coming right to Texas, get him. And this is why I always tell them that kids will leave the state. Because in Javon's case, if somebody comes out of that, he don't want to go there. I've been here for 3-4 years, doing what I do. You only rocking with me now because you heard Cincinnati or Memphis or somebody else.
And then they gonna try and get in.
Exactly. The kid ain't gonna want to do it. I even told the Texas State, I said, y'all not looking at this kid?
If I'm UTSA, I'm taking that over to Mir.
Yeah. What? I'm taking him over,
And that's coming.
they looking at, they looking for Brett Woolley.
They are.
Man, listen, you better go look at Javon Levi. That's actually, that's the tie between them two. I don't like Bowie.
I like Levy.
He's more of a scoring guard.
Who?
Oh shit, I didn't put the fade out. Bowie.
He is a scoring guard. He's not a point.
I like him though.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Damn, I didn't put the fade.
Dang, Dain came on here preaching. Hey, that drum was